I've been clearing up the brook area, lovely little flow going, clear, almost clear water, most of the sediment. I'm going to just tidy up the little well bits and everything else. Start to get my wicker windbreak. Wicker. Got to go hunt for some nice long thin twigs now. Ooh, I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Jesus. I don't know what it is. All the little creepy crawlies last night decided my sleeping bag was the best place to be. And yeah, I don't know. I was bitten and covered in, oh, it's horrible. But about 4 o'clock it really started to piss down with rain. Oh. So really didn't do much. Just kept copious amounts of coffee. I'm feeling really knackered at the moment. Filtering a lot of water off. Yeah. Stocked up a little bit. I've got some extra kitchen rolls. Box standard plain. Hopefully they don't stink of perfume and everything else. From Morrison's this time. A few little snacks and all that just to tide me over during the day. Yeah, so I'm just settling down. The sun's come out, so I'm outside now. Just gearing up, clearing up the camp a bit. It's all a bit messy and sodden. I'm out of jute. Now I don't know whether or not to carry on to buy another roll of jute, because it is cheap, 250 metres for a couple of quid. It's a cheap material, and I mean for some of the basic tie-up jobs it's okay. Or shall I stick to string? Paracord obviously is useful, but it's also very expensive. I'll think about that. I might head into town later on and go and find a Poundland or something else like that and see what they've got available. And I want to get a rasp for some of the carving bits and pieces I'm doing. So, what to do today? Spend a few hours in town charging stuff up or foraging. I could do that on the way back, couldn't I? Really? Yeah. Filter off the water, sort out the brook. I've cleared off some of the overhanging. This ivy is prolific around here, and it's killing a lot of the trees. I don't know whether or not to do a bit of copicing myself and cut some of the ivy off. But it's also good foliage for the birds. I think if the tree's already dead, I'll leave it. If the tree's still alive, it looks like it's got a chance to carry on living. I might just chop it off at the roots. I've got a couple of lovely trees here, and I can see the ivy just really creeping around it now. And if they go, well, it'll take years for them to go. Yeah. Okay, look, I'm going to get on with some valuable stuff today because winter is not going to wait for me, okay? So I've got to do a little bit more camouflaging, a little bit more bits and pieces around the place. Get some twigs. I've got to get this windbreak sorted out. Once I've got the windbreak sorted, then I can sit outside in relative peace without being buffeted by the wind and filtering off water, without having to hold the bloody bottle down. So I'm just thinking of the design. I've got my shack here, as you can see. The shack's here. If I can get enough material, I might start. I'll see how it goes this winter. If it's survivable for the winter, then next summer the project will be, and if I don't get moved on, the project will be to build some better walls on the sides. If I can find enough sort of like 3-inch, 4-inch logs. Yeah, 3-inch logs would be the ideal for this, to build some walls up, proper walls anyway. I say I had this idea of log cabin sort of thing in the woods, hidden in the trees, you know. And I think that's a bit too ambitious. Yeah, it'll certainly add to the charm and the insulation. That's what I'm thinking about. Right, okay, well, had a couple of ham sandwiches, several cups of coffee, got things done. Just going to do a little bit more, and then I'll think about moving into town for the afternoon and charge my stuff up and get ready for the evening next couple of days. I'm pretty sure it's going to, well, the weather forecast looks like it's, let's see what AccuWeather says over the next few days. In this area, and it's I use AccuWeather a lot, AccuWeather.com. They seem to be pretty accurate and spot on. Times of cloud, sun, partly sunny. Oh, by the weekend. Oh, back to the weekend. Going to be hot. Yeah, the weekend and start of next week. Still hot. Yep. By the looks of this, by next weekend, not this weekend, the weekend after, we'll have more rain. So, got about a week to get a lot of things sorted out. Okay, and then we've got to get ready. I've got to start collecting, making a stockpile of wood and logs and more bricks. So once I've got the windbreak sorted, I can build a small enclosure to keep the wood in and off the ground, so it'll be ready for burning. And I know it sounds cheeky, but where they've been copicing, you know, they've already done quite a lot of the work. So all I have to do is get down there one day and sort of fill my backpack up. So, you know, I know it sounds naughty, but hey, what can a person do? Okay. Anyway, I'll catch you later on. If I go on my hike, if I see anything interesting, I'll of course post it. Take care. Well, the sun's out. Nice little breeze. I feel actually kind of achy. And again, I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I've just been looking at the river rat, the way the water flows on the pathways, yeah? You can see how water makes its own route, yeah? And this particular pathway, right under the underpass, when they built it, they obviously didn't think about drainage. Now, obviously, there is a natural ditch. Well, there is a ditch here going into an overflow here. But the water, it's got its own mind, hasn't it? So it always flows down here, brings all the mud and dirt with it, and occasionally you get the leakage and seepage coming through the oh yeah, bloody kids. Yeah. It's not funny. Anyway, there's some more of it here. Yeah, I mean this is chalk. Yeah. At least that will wear off. That'll take some time. But here, this is the problem. It all meets here, and you got one hell of a big puddle, a big muddy puddle. And because it's on a hill, it just accumulates here. I mean, if they'd have made this bit flatter, it could still have gone down the hill a bit further. But what they should have done here is built a drainage system here. The only thing I can think about for the people that live around this area, the cyclists, the bikers and bikers, is if you have a series of 45-degree angled channels, because what they've done is just cut across, yeah, and with only like a 1-inch gap, so the water it flows just straight over it. Anyway, I'm not going to get my feet wet. They've been wet enough for the last couple of days. Oh, so can you feel the sunshine? So, yeah. Sadly, my shoes are no longer waterproofed. But as you can see, it builds up. And it's one of the neighbours was, kind enough to dig out the last load, and he had to leave it here because that's how much was brought down from the flows last year. So yeah, I mean, if people want to carry on walking that way, a better drainage system has got to be devised. Anyway, if I could get hold of a pickaxe, I might do it myself. Yeah, do it. What you need to do is you can't dig across. You have to dig. At a 45-degree angle, so the water has a much better chance of flowing into the brook, or into the river run. Because then it should come out over on this section here, and that flows right into the copse, then flows into everything else. And there's also another natural run here as well. So they can do, with a little bit of ingenuity, can build something. But I do like it. It is nice. As much as I love hiking in the hot weather, I actually prefer it in the windy and wet, as long as you've got the right equipment on, waterproof shoes. That's something I'm going to have to put on my shopping list, waterproof trousers. That Aldi waterproofing spray is absolutely useless. Oh look, a couple of snails having at it. Are they locked in mortal battle, or enthralled? Are they in love? I think they're in love. Yeah, get a room, guys. Isn't nature wonderful? Yeah. Right. What have we got here? Gosh, what are these? I'm not sure if I'll have to get my book. I didn't bring my book with me today. I'm looking for slowberries and everything. We've got plenty of blackberries. I'd like to get hold of some slowberries. Found a house with someone growing some raspberries in. Oh, there's elderberries. Oh, look at that. It's nicely cracked open. There's all the... Yeah, glorious day. Blackberries, another week or so. We've got another week of sun, so yeah, that should bring them all up. I think I might do a bit of foraging myself. I have to look up a recipe for blackberry jam. Do some bushcraft jam. Right. I wonder if anyone will buy it. Anyway, I'm just going out for a quick walk. I've got to find more like 1/2-inch twiglets about 2 meters long to build my wicker wall, on my wall anyway, and I need to fill my bag up with more wood. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a small round just in the local area and enjoy the sun as well while it's out. See if I can dry my shoes off. Anyway, catch you later, guys. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, mowing the lawn in the quarry. Sorry, mowing the lawn. Cutting everything down. Yeah. Wonder why they're doing that. Oh well, just to keep it tidy, I suppose. Interesting. Anyway, carry on with my hike. Well, someone's dumped part of the piano. Yeah. And I'm just thinking to myself, any of this wire, would it be useful? I mean, all the wires got little hooks on it. I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, would that be useful or not? Hard to say. Let's get on the road. Yeah, I'm taking the road this time. Don't want to get my feet wet again. Haven't been this way for a while actually. I'm always cutting through the fields and everything. Anyway, that was interesting. Should I salvage some of that wire?